Hey folks, how's it going? We are starting the year off right with some Carl Pilkington. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic new year. I appreciate you guys recommending this. So let's go ahead and jump into this, man. We'll talk about it more in the end.
Into the last hour, and then only 2 more shows.
That's true enough.
And we're away for 3 months. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Obviously, yeah.
Steve Merchant, little Carl. Now, Carl, his homework was to come up with those stupid lateral thinking problems.
We maybe should give an example of the,
Romeo and Juliet, right? Romeo's asleep on the bed, Juliet's on the floor, covered in water and broken glass. What happened? And you ask all these stupid questions, and it's Romeo's a cat and Juliet's a goldfish. Again,
awful.
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on then, Carl.
Right, first one.
Yeah.
There's a bloke lying on the floor, right? He's cut his head, blood's coming out of his head, and all his mates come running up.
Already.
And they're all stood round him.
Yeah.
And they don't take their hats off as a mark of respect.
That is outrageous.
Why didn't they take their hats off?
I'm laughing, but it's probably as good as the real
absolutely.
ones.
No, these are really good.
Did you make them all up?
Yeah.
No, I mean, did you make up all the ones that already exist?
No.
That would make a lot of sense.
Right, a bloke's fallen with his... Yeah.
He's lying on the floor.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
His mates come running up.
Was it important that his head was cut?
I don't know. I mean,
Would it have been okay if he'd have been wearing a hat? He wouldn't have been dead if he was wearing a hat.
What's your answer?
No, you're meant to answer questions. You don't just go, what's your answer? You say, where's the turn, you go, no, and I have to guess. It's obviously like sort of motorcycle stunt team or a parachute.
Why didn't they take their hats off?
Because they're probably still on the motorbikes or something, or...
Well, yeah, but if you mark a respect to someone, you could take your helmet off.
I'm getting angry.
What? They're parachutists.
Why couldn't they take their helmets off?
Because they're still coming down from the still...
But he's on the floor dead.
Well, yeah, but they can look down and see him on the floor.
Are they on the floor, Carl?
They're on the floor as well.
They're walking, are they?
Yeah, well, they sort of stood there looking at him.
They're stood there.
Yeah.
They're stood on the floor looking at him.
They're soldiers.
Why? But why? If
because it might be in a battle zone. They might have their helmets on.
Yeah,
and he's been shot in the head.
No.
Well, that does work. You see, this is my point. That one works. That one works. Unless you've given us a piece of information where that doesn't work. What's the difference? Why is yours different to he's been shot in the head in the trenches and they're looking at him and they keep their helmets on?
I just don't think it matters as much. If they're in the trench, they're already guarded a little bit. So they could take their hats off. It's the best mate, for God's sake.
He's dwelling on this. Are they normal hats?
Oh, God.
What kind of hats are they?
The answer.
No! Don't get ratty!
What kind of hats are they? Baseball hats?
If I told you what sort of hats they are, you'd have the answer.
Wow! Okay, I've got to guess what sort of a hat it is then, have I?
Right.
Is it a trilby?
No.
Is it a bowler?
I know what it is.
What?
They're spacemen.
No. Oh, that's a good
that
one.
That works as well.
Yeah.
This is my point.
I like that one a lot.
It works. He's fallen on the moon, and not that the moon happened, it was set up, wasn't it, in the studio, we know that, yeah. Okay, Carl, what's your answer?
Builders on a building site.
Why is that?
You know, I was thinking
soldiers?
construction, but I wasn't, yeah.
Because bricks don't fall in wars.
But bullets fly!
Next one.
No, let's play a record and we'll come back to it, Carl, while you think about what you've done.
Oh, yeah. You've embarrassed
Just play
yourself.
some classic Suede.
Yeah, and this is for David and Kieran, I think,
think
who
about
wanted
what
a
you've done.
bit of Butler at his best.
Come on, crack it on.
I hate you, Butler.
Coming next, your next lateral problem number 2. Brilliant.
Suede there.
Indeed.
I think their second or third single.
Brilliant.
All the way back. 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Metal Mickey. On XFM 104.9.
Was it 10 years ago?
Must have been, mustn't it?
Wow.
I think, was Drowners 91? I think so.
Crumbs.
Yeah. Go on.
Right.
Go on then, Carl.
Second one then. This is a bit easier, but I still think it's a good one.
So this is, we should explain what this is if you've just tuned in.
It's one of those stupid lateral thinking problems.
That Carl himself has created.
Yeah, that was his homework.
Right, this one. It's a fella. He has a normal day doing stuff. Nothing wrong with him. Right. And
It's the twist in the tale. It's just like Tales of the Unexpected. Just a normal day, nothing wrong with him.
Laughing right
Hold
away.
on, though, he's got the legs of a fish. Go on.
So,
That's what he's been hiding his legs.
so
Go on.
he does his
The
normal...
legs of a fish.
Sorry, Carl, carry on.
Like
He
they
has
shut
his,
up.
his working day and that,
Yeah.
and then he gets a bit tired. Goes to bed. He puts the light on, leaves it on, goes to bed.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That's mental. I can't think what's happened. Anyway, here's Radiohead.
So so bogus.
Right, okay. What? The question is, why does he put the light on when
So
he's
a
going
man,
to bed?
he's had a normal day, he's come home from work. Is that right? He's come home from work or he's not been working?
Yeah,
he's just been
no,
out?
it's been working and stuff, I think.
You think? You've made it up, Carl, you can decide.
So is the question is,
Why
why
does
has
it
he put
sound
the light
familiar
on
to
when
me?
he's asleep? There's a reason that he's put the light on when he's asleep.
Has he gone to
No,
sleep?
no, Carl, don't shrug. You're meant to answer these questions.
He put
Just the
the
whole
light
light
on before he
story.
went to bed.
Yeah, and the question
And
you're
he's
asking
gone
me
to
is
sleep,
why? What's
and
the
he-
scenario?
And the light's on and
Yeah.
that, but he's gone to sleep.
Yeah.
He started reading and then he fell asleep.
No.
Did he so he intentionally, for some reason, put the light on?
Every night. It's mad. Sounds mad.
That's Carl, doesn't it?
Every night he does it.
Yeah.
He puts the light on when
So-
he goes to
Light
sleep.
on, it goes to bed.
Carl, is the point of this, he puts the light on for a very good reason.
Not for us, but for some people.
He's blind and it's always been on, and he thinks he's turning it off, but it was on in the day, and he thinks he's turning it off, but he's turning it on because he's
No,
blind.
that'd be stupid.
That works.
No, that works
It
great, Rick.
does work,
Yeah. Thank you, Carl. So you've got to come up with what...
Hang on. If
What?
you're blind, why would you put a light on?
No, he thinks he's off.
Yeah.
But why would he turn it on anyway?
To think so he doesn't get burgled, so people know he's in,
I was
because he
about
can't
to say
see
for
him,
other
so he
people,
just,
yeah.
like, he puts the light on when he's there, then he turns the light off when he goes to bed, so people think it's fine. But he's got it out of kilter, and actually he's walking around in the dark all day.
I
and
don't
then-
believe that if you're blind, you turn your light on.
I don't think you'd be living on your own, would you?
I'm not having that for a
Do
second.
blind people live on their own?
For a second. Well, some people do. Lonely blind people live on their own.
No, if you got bad
What,
eyes.
any of them women? Are there any blind women who are living on their own, Rick? No, I mean, if you know of some blind women
Oh,
living
wait,
on their own.
700, 800, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've gone through this.
If you are a blind woman-
with no standards and you don't care annoying voices and smell,
Yeah.
then get in touch with you.
Yeah, I mean,
know-
you've got to be within the ages of, say, 25 to 65. You know,
Right.
well, call it 75.
You fussy, you fussy all of a sudden.
I know.
Yeah, go on.
If you were blind, would you live in London? Because someone said yesterday there was one struggling outside in Leicester Square, and I don't understand. If you were, I mean, you know,
That
if,
might
if
have been
you,
a tourist.
but why come to London if you're blind? It's the worst place in the world to come if you're blind.
To hear the sights.
To hear the sights.
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
They have
I know,
same,
I'm thinking.
they do the same job.
They have tourist needs like anyone else.
Yeah.
No, but it sort of stinks, and you'd go away going, "Oh, it's not that good." I just thought that I thought it was a bit weird.
Well, never mind your concern for the partially sighted or sight impaired people coming to London. Get on with this.
Yeah. So there he is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, a bit tired.
Yeah.
Just put the light on. Get to bed.
Yeah. So he turns the light on and he goes to bed.
Yeah.
Should we play a track?
He's not sleeping on the job. He's a lighthouse keeper.
Well done.
Is he a lighthouse
That's not
keeper?
it,
As it
Carl.
is.
He's a lighthouse keeper.
Right. Why wasn't the light on all the time?
Because it's light in the day.
You idiot. Play a record.
What?
Play a record. You're
Why
a
you call me an
buffoon.
idiot?
No, actually, the light isn't on in the day, is it?
No,
Rick?
it's not.
I think you're the buffoon.
Yeah.
Carl has won!
Carl's super happy.
100 Reasons and Silver on XFM 104.9. I love the fact that Carl went a little bit mental then. So happy.
He was super
that
excited.
He thinks that a lighthouse keeper pops the light on at the same time every... Are you telling me it was never foggy?
Everyone has a routine in the job.
And why was he going home from work knackered? What had he been doing all day?
He never said he went home knackered.
He did. He said he went home. He's just done a day's work. He said he went home knackered and puts the light on and goes to sleep. That's what he said.
Yeah, but he's maybe a part-time lighthouse keeper.
Oh, what does he do? Works in the library, does he, as well?
No, listen, Rick.
Hang on.
Don't.
I was saying,
let's
I was
look,
saying,
I'm
Ricky
reading
don't
with
like
Carl
this.
Here.
What?
He definitely got you. He
Anyway,
stitched
I
you
got
up
it right.
right and proper.
Anyway, I got it
yeah,
right.
but then you embarrass yourself by
He's
saying that.
stupid.
But
He's stupid.
you would never put
What's
a
the next
lighthouse light on during the day.
What's the next
And he'd
one?
been painting it that day.
Oh, had
It
he?
was extra shattered.
Right, okay.
Ricky didn't like losing that one. That was good, man. Part of it sounded familiar. I'm like, did I hear part of this somewhere else in a compilation or something somewhere? But then it just stopped being familiar. I was like, it seems familiar, but I was wrong. I guess I never heard it. But I enjoyed it, man. This was good. The other one, he was first talking about the whole like taking their hats off when they're throwing their gas and stuff out there, and I was thinking maybe construction. maybe that's the reason why, because you're not allowed to take off your helmets when you're on the work site when you're doing construction. You actually get, like, I think, like, cited, or you can even lose your job if you take your helmet off while you're there. So that popped in my head, but I wasn't sure. But all of them made sense. They could all, like, work. A soldier, an astronaut. There's, like, a bunch of things that can work where you wouldn't, like, take your hat off or whatever doing the thing. So, but yeah, Ricky didn't seem to like that Carl was actually right about the whole lighthouse thing. He didn't seem to like that. I couldn't guess that one. I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about the light thing. Yeah. And he said lighthouse, it clicked. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, man, I enjoyed this. Brought in the new year right with some Carl. I enjoyed the this clip. All right, guys, man, that is all for this one, man. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.